experiences with inclusion, beginning when I was a teacher in Gwinnett County, Georgia. I was the department chairperson for special education, and at the time we did not have an inclusion program in our school. So I did all the research for it, and I set up the program starting with the 8th graders, and then the next year we added 7th grade. The following year we added the 6th graders. And I trained all of the teachers, special education teachers and general education teachers, so that they would know how to do inclusion in their classrooms. After that, I was involved in teaching within an inclusion setting for the next 6 years. Then I moved to Virginia, and since being in Virginia, I have taught in the inclusion setting for the past 2 years. I think that overall inclusion is a very positive thing if it is handled appropriately within the classroom and within the entire school system. It needs to be one of the continuums of special education offerings. You need to have the least restrictive, which would be consultative, resource program, inclusion programs, and self-contained classes, so that you have a continuum of services. Then you need to choose teachers, both general education teachers and special education teachers, who want to do inclusion and who believe that all students can learn, even the special education students, within the general education setting. Then you need to provide adequate training, professional development for those teachers involved. And when you do all of that and you work together, when the two teachers work together, the general education teacher and the special education teacher work together, plan together, both take turns with the primary teaching role and the helping role, then you can see that a lot of students will be successful in this setting. Both the general ed students benefit and the special ed students benefit when it is done appropriately. However, it can be seen as a negative thing if it's just thrown on to teachers who don't really want to do it or who have not had any kind of professional development on how they should do it. If one teacher is always doing the teaching and the special education teacher or the general ed teacher is acting strictly as an aide, then it does not have a positive effect on either the students nor the teachers. And then you don't get good outcomes from that kind of thing. You need to have some parallel teaching going on, one teacher's teaching, the other one is helping. You can take turns taking out small groups of children for remediation, and it shouldn't always be the special education teacher who takes out the group of students for remediation, because sometimes the special ed teacher would stay in the room with the students who do not need remediation and do some sort of an enrichment activity or review activity, while the gen ed teacher takes out a group. And the students that are taken out for remediation should not always be the special education students. If you follow these kinds of guidelines, then I think that you will see that it will be very beneficial, and that the teachers involved will enjoy it, and the students involved will enjoy it as well.